Hello and welcome to today's video. Um, Interesting topic to talk about today, okay? And it's about how to be a good admin. So, first of all, before I go right into on a how-to guide, is being an admin of some Telegram group, you know, it's a not paid thing, it's really a voluntary thing. And it's a sort of like unwritten rules on whatever you want to do, whatever rules you want to put in on a Telegram group. So it's kind of a way to do what you want, but at the same time trying to be fair. But do keep in mind that admins, they don't get paid for doing Telegram groups or anything like that. So anyway, moving on. So first of all, when you are dealing with a bad situation within a group, say like there's been a confrontation in the group or someone's been a bit silly in a group, first of all, try to breathe. Breathe in and breathe out, because like this, yeah, because that helps with your anxiety. So when you see a difficult situation in your chat on Telegram, it's good to breathe in and out, right? Because it calms your nerves, it calms your anxiety to like just about a manageable level to be able to, address the situation within the chat, and then it gives you much better focus for you to think much better and clearer, in the best way possible, to like not make any mistakes. Otherwise, it causes more confrontation, and then a member would get angry with you saying you made a mistake and blah blah and this and that. So yeah, so it's good to inhale and exhale. Breathe through your nose to get that oxygen into your lungs, and then breathe out. And then address the situation that needs to be done, okay? And try to be fair as possible, because, it helps out. Keeping your anxiety low makes you better at decision making. It gets your focus up and it helps you out, And even if you are in real life, you're going through a difficult situation, it's always good to like keep your anxiety at the manageable level. It's so that you can address its situation. But if you can't, and you are really stressed out because of difficulties within your in real life situation that you're dealing with as well, get one of the other moderators that you trusted to like moderate your chat for you. Let them do the work for you while you take a respite and break, because you can't feel you can do this thing right now because you're having difficulty. You'll feel overwhelmed. So yes, that brings on to my other point. It's good to have other moderators to help you out with the channel. So say like you're going to bed at night, you got someone there for you to like help out with situations and stuff within the chat. With my chat that I currently run, I have two admin group ways. So my idea is within my chat is, well, it's a Telegram chat. So my idea is of like having 2 time zones. So I have admins of USA and Australia, and then the other group is the European admins. So that you can have like time zone slots. So say like one set of admins go to bed and you know, they're sleeping, they don't have to be woken up to address any problems within the chat, because you've got the other time zones helping you out. You know, you've got another time zone admins helping you out within that group. So it's always a good idea to have that. Third thing is it's always good to have a separate group to have as an admin panel, the place where you be able to discuss what is happening and what is happening within your group and stuff. Because I think that communication is key for all admins, right? It's always to have a good communication, because you know, you do not want to make wrong decisions or anything like that. Because you know, if you lack communication in your group, that's where things start to go a bit wrong and chaotic. So it's always, I think it's always good to have a separate group for admins to be able to have the conversations with, so that other members don't see what you're talking about, you know. And you don't have to PM separately admins like saying there's a problem here, there's a problem there, you need to be aware of this or anything like that. So yes, so communication is always key. Okay, if you made a decision, and the decision with your fellow admins to ban someone, communication is also key with that. That's where you need to be in good communication with your member. That's where that you need to keep your anxieties at the coping level, so you can deal with the situation properly and being able to focus, you know, because if you lose your cool with a band member, that's also a problem, because that's really bad service to the member then. So you end up being the same level as the member is, even though you think it or not. But yeah, you know what I mean. So if you ban someone from a chat, ban them for a day. I mean, this is my way. I ban them for a day. After 20, I ban them for a day. I give them a clear explanation in their PM, of that member, saying reason this for this ban is blah blah blah, you know. But make it clear, make it nice typing as possible, because you don't want to trigger the members' anxiety too high, you know, because they're already upset with the situation. So it's always good to keep the member in a calm place, calm as possible, even though that the member is angry, you know. Just keep them calm, okay? It's very important. Communicate well with them, you know, it's important. Give them a reasonable explanation and tell them the ban duration. If second time that the member gets banned, communicate again nice and clear, nicely. Keep the anxiety low as possible. remember to exhale and inhale to keep your anxiety low, so you can communicate well with the member, and explain the reason why the member got banned the second time. So that would be for a day. If the member gets banned a third time, then it's a permanent ban. Basically, it's 3 strikes you out, so it's a permanent ban. But even though if that is a permanent ban, please be civil. Communicate nice and possible with a member, because you would need to keep the member as calm as possible. It's so that it keeps you as an admin's anxiety down, because if both of you are high rate, it becomes chaos, because it's always like when one person's angry, then the other person would get angry, so it just becomes a war going on. It's always good to try and avoid that situation. But if a member is still trying to like be rude to you and things like that, then that's a point that you need to start ignoring the member and then move on. It's at that point, it's no point of communicating with that member, because that member is angry with you as an admin, and he would do anything as possible to get you angry. So you must ignore the member, because if you don't ignore, he gets a reward and making you angry more and more. So avoid that situation if the member's got permanent ban. The time that you shouldn't be ignoring a member is when you implement a 24-hour ban. But of course, all admins in all different groups have different rules, but because I'm talking just my rule way on what I think, so this is a 24-hour ban I'm talking about. So because it's a 24-hour ban, I will still keep communicating with the member nicely and calm as possible. So make sure the situation doesn't escalate to a bad situation. I don't ever ignore a member. Just explain the situation why 24 ban nicely, and don't ignore the member. Keep a good, clear communication with a member that you've thrown out chat for 24 hours, and also keep good, clear communication to your fellow other admins in a admin group of the chat that you are an owner of. So that's pretty much on that. If your chat starts to get bigger, say like it's over 500 or something like that, that's the time you need a few more admins to help you out, and make sure that you get admins that are separated into like different time zones. Again, I'm talking about my own ways, these are my own ideas, but obviously other groups have different ideas, but I know what's the way which I feel that is the best way. I feel that different time zones of adminship is a good thing. So just in case things go wrong, and you don't need to be disturbed at night, saying there's a problem. So you need good sleep and focus for whenever you awake, and then the other admin's time zone goes to bed. So yeah, with that, okay. So anyway, yes, get some more admins if your group's got bigger. And, yeah. Also, as an admin, be open to new ideas. Be open to like learning new things, because while you're running a channel, it's always good to learn new things and what can be improved, and some little tweaks there and then. So that's always a good thing. Also, make sure that your members in a group that are happy. Make sure they feel comfortable in the group. Make sure they are happy. Make sure that the rules are fair, and things like that. So it's always good to have a good friendly atmosphere within a Telegram group that you are running in. So that's that. Going back to the banning thing, if the member that you place on permanent ban, if that this is my own rules, okay? If that member wants to have an appeal, like to appeal a decision that you made of a permanent ban, what you can do is communicate with the admins that are running group with you again, saying to them, look, I know we permanently banned this member, but he wants to appeal the decision, and he thinks the decision that we made is unfair. So it's always good to look at it again and grab opinions of admins, right? And on whatever everyone thinks, basically. And look back at the chat logs on what the member was like and what his behaviours, and where was the mistake was the member pointing out. Okay, so it's really important, if within the appeal process, is to look at this situation clearly, and please keep calm about it. So make a decision, okay? If your decision is a rejected appeal, go and tell the member nicely, clearly and calmly, and make sure how you type does not cause him to be even more angrier than he already is, because your job is to keep a member as calm as possible. Why, in reality, he's angry, but we try and keep his anger less. It's so you, as an admin, can deal with this situation properly, because the member's anger makes you feel angry back. So just keep calm, breathe, and type nicely. With the rejected appeal, if the member is still angry with you, then that's the time to ignore. Like I said earlier, ignore. Okay, you'll need to avoid conflicts and carry on with what you're doing, and forget about what that member is doing. It's okay, let that member post about you on Twitter. Just let him do it. Don't get angry about it. Let him post on Facebook about you. It's the member's freedom and right to say what he wants about you, even if you made the right decision or a wrong decision, whatever. But yeah, you know what I mean. let that member do what he wants to do, like type on his Facebook. Just don't reply what he said about you on Facebook or on Twitter, because you know you do not want to join in with the Twitter shitstorm or anything like that. It's, you know, it's really no point. So just carrying on as normal into your day to day, life to life, and your routine and whatever you're doing with the chat. Right. Okay. The reason why I was talking about this is because of COVID-19 going around. Because when admins get stressed and have a stressor from members or things going on with the chat, add on top of that, you know, it gets worse. So I want to make things better and give out some tips and tricks on how to deal with these situations, because the pandemic is causing a lot of stress to people. And of course, you can see it on admins. You know, they are stressed, and you know, the real life situation of Telegram is very difficult at the moment. So if you're an admin of a group, I'm pretty sure that you're having some stresses about COVID-19 going around. Okay, so all I can say is thanks for watching this video. You know, I hope you appreciate what I've been talking about today. So yeah, I'm going to end it from here. So take care everyone, and stay safe from COVID-19.